In this video, we're going to finish up the section on problem solving with perimeter and area. And the problems that we're going to be looking at are going to be dealing with painting a room. So continuing from where we left off with the last video, we're starting with problem number 9. A room measures 13 feet by 21 feet. The ceiling is 10 feet above the floor. The door is 3 feet by 7 feet. A gallon of paint will cover 75.9 square feet. How many gallons of paint are needed to paint the room, including the ceiling, but not including the floor or the door? And round your answer to the nearest whole number. Okay, so you can see in my drawing here, I have a room. And my room is supposed to be measuring 13 feet by 21 feet. So I'm going to say that this wall is 13, makes this length over here for this wall to be 13 as well. And this wall that I'm looking at straight on is 21 feet. And the ceiling is 10 feet above the floor. So I have 10-foot ceilings here and here. Now I want you to be sure that you understand what I'm going to be looking at here to find the area. I've got this wall to the left. I've got this wall to the right. It's going to have the same area. Then I have this wall that I'm looking at straight on, and then there's a wall behind me that's going to be the same size as the wall that I've highlighted in pink. And we also need to be painting the ceiling. So I have to find the area of all of that and then account for the door as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is find the area of this wall here on the left. And right now I'm going to pretend that that window is not there. So this wall will have an area of 13 by 10, and the wall right across from it, and I also have highlighted yellow, is also going to be 13 by 10. The wall straight on that I've highlighted in pink is 21 by 10, and the wall behind me is the same size as the wall in front of me, 21 by 10. Now my room measures 13 by 21 feet, so the area of the floor is 13 by 21. Well, the area of the ceiling is going to be the same as the area of the floor. It's 13 by 21. And I'm told that the door is 3 by 7. So the area of the door is 21 square feet. Okay, so in order to find the area that needs to be painted, I need to add together the area of the walls, so let's add those together. You get 680. And then I also need to add in the area of the ceiling, but then I need to subtract the area of the door. And that's going to give me 932 square feet. So in order to figure out the amount of paint required, I need to take that 932 and divide it by 75.9. And that's going to give me approximately 13 gallons. And be sure that when you divide, you always want to round up. Problem 10, a room is 14 feet by 20 feet. It needs to be painted. The ceiling is 8 feet above the floor, and there are 2 windows in the room. Each one is 3 feet by 4 feet, and the door is 2.5 by 6.5 feet. First of all, I'm asked to find the area of the walls and ceiling to be painted. And what they want to know here is the area of the walls without the windows and without the door. Okay, first of all, my picture doesn't exactly match the problem, so I'm going to add in another window. And then I'm going to label the lengths of the walls. And similar to the last problem, I'm going to find the area of each wall, the area of the ceiling, and then also the area of the windows and the door. Okay, so the wall to my left is 14 by 8. The wall to the right is 14 by 8. The wall in front of me is 20 by 8, and the wall behind me is 20 by 8. So that gives me an area of 544 if I was painting the whole wall, including the windows and the door. So we'll take care of that information in a little bit. Next, I want to find the area of the ceiling, and the ceiling is going to be the same as the area of the floor. It's 14 by 20. And we're not painting the floor, but we've done several problems already in this section where we've been given the dimensions of the room and have to find the area in order to find how much carpet we're putting in the room. Well, instead of covering the floor with carpet, we're covering the ceiling with paint. Now, my windows are 3 by 4. But I have 2 of them, so I can multiply 2 times 3 times 4. So I have 24 square feet for the area of the windows. And the door is 2.5 by 6.5. So that's 16.25. So to find the total area to be painted, I'm going to add the area of the walls and the ceiling, and then subtract off the area of the windows and the door. So the total area to be painted is 783.75 square feet. Okay, the next part of the problem says 1 gallon of paint covers 77.86 square feet. How many gallons are needed to paint one room? Well, I know the total area that needs to be painted, 783.75. And I'm going to take that number and divide it by 77.86. So that's going to give me approximately 11 gallons. And again, we always need to be sure that we're rounding up here, not to the nearest gallon, but you're always rounding up to the next whole gallon. And if paint is $21.23 a gallon, what is it going to cost to paint the room? So I have $21.23 per gallon, and I have 11 gallons. Multiply that together. The cost is going to be $233.53.